What up, what up, what up, y'all? What's going on back here, the Maniacs? You know what time it is. I'm back and I'm checking in with y'all tonight. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Shit, I basically been asleep for the last damn near 7 hours. Just mentally and physically drained, man. I don't know why. Probably not hydrated enough. Matter of fact, probably was the punch, all that punch. What's up, Western Ave? Back to back nights. You're doing pretty good. You're doing like Mookie Betts right now. Tori Thompson, what it do? What it do? What it do? What's up, y'all? What's going on, man? Michelle Angeles Vista, what it do? Michelle, my favorite moderator. Hi, Chief, what it do? Much love, Mac here. Southside, what it do? What it do? What it do, man? Y'all should be pouring in Vegas in a couple days. Give me something to do. Give my boring ass, old ass something to do. Michael Hawkins, what up, what up, what up, what up? Firefox, all right. Harry Potter, I'm just joking, Harry Potter. Solo in the building, what it do, man? What it do? Me, I'm just chilling, man. I'm chilling. I don't know if my lens is focused enough right now. Let me see. Be right back. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if y'all like the story about the Mexican army from East Los, but I got two more coming. One tomorrow and one the following day. I think they kind of funny. At least it'll give you a laugh in the morning. I hope. Uh, sometimes personal experiences, things that may be funny or scary to the individual telling the story, may not always translate to funny or scary to the viewer. But I try to put the mood so you guys are there and you can feel me and you'll understand tomorrow. It's not a scary story. It's a funny story. OG Steve, good looking out, man. Always a pleasure to have you on deck. Can't what to do checking in. Little Rick. Nothing, man. Just chilling, just chilling. Uh, damn, I did have another book I want to share with y'all, but I don't want to get up again and leave my camera again. I get these algorithms jumping. Birthday was today. Let's have a good live to end the day. I'm in area 51 now. Hey, Mike Harv, happy birthday to you, man. Mine's is coming. This is Aries season, my favorite season, of course. Not just because of birthdays with a lot of cool, compatible people, but also because it's baseball season. So, yeah, I'm in the building. And yeah, let's enjoy this evening and end it on a good note. Monique Hill, what's up with you? Miss 702, what it do? Okay, we got Momo, we got Michelle, we got the other Michelle, and we got Miss 702 in the building. So they represent for the ladies of KMV tonight. What's the deal though? What y'all want to talk about tonight? What's the latest, man? You know I'm always late. So what am I late on today? Shalonda Allen, what's up? Greetings, greetings, greetings. Aries season, baby boy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Happy belated birthday to my homeboy Tom Tom. Happy early birthday to my homeboy Peanut. Happy early birthday to my niece Rihanna, and so many more, man. Ever ate sushi? I don't eat sushi. No, no, sorry, no. I like seafood, but I don't like seafood. Crib Mac looking at 10 years, 15 years, man. I said off the top it would probably be 15 because the federal cases, they have guidelines, man. They do things differently. And I figured since he already had a gun case in the state, it'd probably be a little bit higher in the feds, man, because he just got out of jail. So yeah, I heard he took a deal. Heard he took a deal, man. I heard he pleaded guilty, and not took a deal. Pleaded guilty today. So we'll see what happens in sentencing. Jerry Allen, happy birthday, early birthday to Jerry Allen. You know what I mean? What the Dodgers do today? Y'all know Mookie Betts is balling out of control. With that A-Trade gangster lie. LA Dodgers baseball score.
The Dodgers are winning the battle against the Giants 5-4 in the top of the eighth inning.
Oh, that's cool. Anytime we beat the most hated ones, it's all good. Mm-hmm. Talk to me, man. I talk back. I also got a cousin, Tammy. Her birthday's next week. Who else, man? So many, man. My father actually died. In 5 days from now, Pops would have been dead 7 years, I think. No, more than that. Let me see. More than 7 years, right? Mookie is not human, man. Remember when the Dodgers got Mookie Betts? I was screaming, the best player in baseball, the best player in baseball. Of course, he shows out. I'm like, told you the best player in baseball. But Shohei Ohtani, I was on him last year, like he's the best player. So, and then I love Freeman. So that's why them are the three main reasons why I say the Dodgers should do it this year. As far as I'm not saying win the World Series, but I'm saying win over 110 games and have an exciting baseball year, man. Do you go and wish your pops resting place? No, actually, I don't. Pops was cremated. He had cancer, and he was in Memphis, Tennessee when he passed. So he was cremated. His ashes was sent here. I personally didn't want to have the ashes. I mean, I'm already surrounded by death enough. I just couldn't do it. So my aunt took his ashes and sprinkled them in her flower garden. So up in Ladera Heights. So no, I don't go by there to see pops or nothing like that. How much did they pay that new Chinese player, Cam? Shohei Otani's Dodger contract.
I found this on the web.
$680 million. You know Mookie Betts should be getting that too, right? But Mookie Betts don't pitch. So it actually say 700 million. I guess they gave him some extra money or diverted some money so they could sign other players. I got mom's ashes. Shit, I had some partial of my oldest brother and my uncle, my mother's sister, but I don't know where they at, and that's partly another reason why I don't need no ashes, man. I'm not gonna keep up with them, but mom's got an iron, so of course I keep up with hers. C No, what's up with you, C No? What's going on, man? Getting ready for eclipse. Is that right? When is the eclipse, dog? Is that why you're in Area 51? What? Sean, 80 million. That's crazy. 800 million. Big shout out to the big homie Blue. All right, Michael. All right. Yes, yes. Boy got paid, man. Boy got paid. Next Monday at Eclipse. All right, all right. Marcus Young Cuz on the 8th. Damn. On the 8th. What a strange day, man. Might drive my son and nephew an hour to see it. That's what's up. Drive safe, you know. Man, look, so built in the 60s, right? I got a book called The 60s. Man, tell you everything you need to know about the 60s, man. All the historical events and headlines. Very interesting book. I bought it just because of the cover, but it's one of my favorite books of all time. Also found Soul on Ice by Eldridge Cleaver in my book collection the other day. I added some of the personal books that I got from Donald Bakir and John Boy. Remember, I did the interview on John Boy about the dope. Me and Melly Mel when he had the dope sack and the spot in Marina Del Rey where all the ballers and players came. Kev, I really be loving your dialogue, bro. Much love all the way from Corpus Christi, Texas. That's what's up, man. Shout out to Corpus Christi, Texas. Shout out to Miss Lady Lil Lady Country. Lady Lil Country. Kev, how's the first quarter this year been for you with live stories so far? Seem way more energetic and hype. I've been getting that a lot lately, but they've been very poor. It's my poorest year on YouTube since the monetization change. Back in the day when I got on YouTube, it took hours. I mean, hours just to upload one long video. And you used to upload it straight from your editing software to the YouTube channel. Of course, things changed a lot. Now you can easily upload videos. Don't take no time at all. Upload videos from your phone now. A lot of things changed, but ever since, let's say COVID, let's say ever since the COVID era, this is my worst year since the COVID era. So yeah, it is what it is, man. I don't work as hard as some of the other guys, and the way they made YouTube now with the algorithm, since that word became so big for content creators, um, I don't work as hard as some of the other guys. Not saying I don't put the energy into it, but the actual hours of putting content up, multiple videos a day, they got me beat by a mile. So there's a reason for things. A more crowd is definitely a more crowded field, without question. No sports, no sport. What up, Cat Mac? Have you ever been to hung out in Altadena? And I appreciate your content, bro. Only when I went out there with the Altadena blocks, when I interviewed Killer, One Eye, and those guys. Casper didn't want to be interviewed that day. I forget the other OG homie from Altadena block that was on camera. Tall, dark skinned dude. Adelanto? No, I never hung out in Adelanto. No. I went to visit the homie in prison a couple times, but no. It's just, uh, mm, uh, you know. My eldest first cousin was born in '67. He's got the personality of the daddy on Good Times. He's not hip like you. Wow, man. I'm not very hip. I'm very behind. I'm very late. Like I'm old. I always get a kick. I'll be talking to my homeboys. And they'll say, man, you old. Hell yeah, I'm old. I'm old in my lifestyle. As far as old in age, I talked about this a week or two ago where all of a sudden, if you're in your 70s, you're not that old to me. That's how old we become to where now I'm looking at people in their 70s is not that old. You have to be in your late 80s, early 90s for me to call you old nowadays, right? My set fell out of San Antonio ETG East Terrace Gangsters up under the A-Tray card. All right, Michael, that's what's up. Great documentary live. Seattle Flea, what up? Jerry Allen, what up? What's good, Loke? Nothing, man. Nothing. Just chilling, homeboy. You know what it is, man. I know you getting ready for your Vegas trip. One more thing. What happened to the Judah Bean documentary that you did? I took the Judah Bean documentary down because obviously he has a son and possibly a daughter. He has kids and he still has a wife that's living. And they didn't appreciate the information as being factual. And of course, some of the Hoovers didn't like the fact that it was dealing with the 40s and Hoovers. So out of respect, sometimes it takes respect from guys from other hoods that can dialogue and go over some things, and you can respect that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be for everybody, for the culture. So I don't want nobody to feel offended or feel like anything I did was in bad taste. So anytime that arises, I'll think it over. And if I agree, I'll take it down. Otherwise, we got a no takedown policy. That's why I don't like to interview a lot of females, because females, man, they get in front of a camera in a heartbeat and they get to telling everything. Then when they look at it, their family look at it, their work first look at it, or their you know, they're surrounded, their people look at it. Now it's like, oh shit, take that down. Now I done wasted all my time and hard work. So I don't like to interview a lot of older women, man. That's just not cool, man. The way they want things taken down. So I don't like to do that. But like I said, if I find that your motive is a good one, I'll do that because I don't want to be negative for the culture. I don't want this channel or the other channel to be in bad taste at no time. You know what I mean? Unless I'm responding to your shit. But even like the Jamel Barnes thing, man, I deleted that shit right away. Most people didn't even see it. I deleted it quick because people thought it was in bad taste. But other people don't do that, man. They get a video to start some controversy and they leave that shit up because they need the likes, the views, the algorithm more than they want to be responsible for the culture. I remember when I interviewed Cheetah, right? Original Eastside, Crip Black. I interviewed Cheetah, if you guys remember on the live stream, and Cheetah was smoking weed as she was drinking. And Cheetah went off on a whole bunch of people. She went off on females and you know what I'm saying? She was on some DMP stuff. And man, I took all that shit out before I aired it. Before I put the video together, I aired that shit out on live. I told her, wait, hold up, stop. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, wait a minute. We don't want all that garbage in it. Yeah, she was saying some wild stuff, but when I did the interview, she was saying more wild stuff. She going in on A, B, C, and D. You feel me? And I'm like, nah, that ain't what this channel about. So I politely and responsibly didn't air none of that. You feel me? My nephew asked me to meet his in-laws. I felt so grown. Girl dad. Oh shit, we got a girl dad up in here, man. Man, I feel bad for Juju, man, but she's gonna have a great career. She's just a freshman. I think she'll get her turn. You know, it's just this year was UConn and Iowa's turn. That's all to it. So, the Mexican Mac Daddy. Yeah, so part two tomorrow and part three the next day. Number one, what's up with it, homeboy? Dan Harris, what up? I ain't like she all the dudes in Moreno Valley was homosexuals. That was wrong. It's real ones out here in Buster like everywhere. You know, I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. You know, people say some things that they may regret. People say some things because they're intoxicated. People say things because they mad. And include myself. Sometimes we stereotype a lot of people, but I would never say that about Moreno Valley, or any one spot. Even when you talk about Hollywood and ATL, you don't want to lump everybody in all together, right? There are some solid stand-up individuals, and there are transplants, solid dudes and females that came from other places. So yeah, 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 yeah. I grew up in the '80s in San Antonio. All right, my gut tells me that's BS. What's that, Joe Mosley? Your gut tells you what's BS. What did High Chief say? What did I miss? Oh, High Chief. That 10 speed interview on the Hoover podcast was cool. 10 speed, they got the gangster from the Gladiators being from their neighborhood and nothing to do with gangster. Oh shit, I missed that. Okay, what kind of hat is that? It's neighborhood, man. Neighborhood. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's right. That's right. That's right. Man, I'm trying to think. Ever went to the Lowrider show in Vegas? Yeah, I did actually. I think back to back years. Back when I had still had the house out here. Yeah, some nice low riders, nice good time. Of course, couldn't end without a fight, but it was cool. When the internal dispute happened, I just never embrace or like when neighborhoods go at each other, man. It's just because these are guys that you either grew up with or you had an association with for so long and a closeness. You have damn near every same rival, so you have so much in common. And then, through the picnics and functions together for so many years, there's a closeness and a trust factor. So anytime you fall out with an ally, it's always the most dangerous wars in LA because you know who the faces are, you know who the names are, and you know where a lot of people live, what type of cars they drive, who they hang out with, stuff like that. So it's always more dangerous than your regular gang wars. So I don't ever like that shit. Have you ever been to that fear out there? Absolutely, of course. Kev, I was by Little Italy the other day. They got a neighborhood market over there. That's what's up. That's what's up. Crip Charlie, Chunky, and Punchy had the hottest riders on the show, District's finest. Is that right? Is that right? I don't know though. Money Mike has some of the hardest shit, man. Uh, to be honest with you. Kev, how can I get some Kev Mac merch? What size do you wear, man? I may have something left, and I may not. I mean, I got a closet full of junk, man, and I don't even, go. go pay attention to, man. It's almost like a storage within the apartment, right? Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that video, man. A lot of people are trying to laugh at me about it wasn't a picture, it was a painting. I wasn't responding to the facts involved surrounding this story. I was responding to the guys last night saying picture. That's why my response was who took the picture. The nigga said painting. That's a whole different story. The nigga said picture. So you gotta think and put yourself in my shoes where remember, I was unaware of the current story, the newest story. I remember last year. I remember what happened last year. But at the time when the guys hit me with the picture, I was unfamiliar with the case that basically, I mean, the story that basically resurfaced 5 to 6 days ago. So I'm talking about who I responded to and what I was responding to. People don't get that. Then a lot of people saying, "Oh, Jesus do exist. Jesus is black." I clearly stated in the video that by now everybody in the world know that. So I was not contesting, denying, or agreeing with America on that. You feel me? Comprehension skills are very poor nowadays, man. People only hear what they want to hear. People don't want to hear what a person's trying to explain or convey to them. Mr. Kemak, you know the number one thing I like about you. What is that? I don't know, man. I have no idea, man. This is a pretty good conversation going on in the chat room, man. Y'all should have brought that to the live. I kind of figured that. Money Mike 6'4" and Jay Z video was before his time. Man, Mike was a hell of a lowrider builder, man, for real. You do not care about trivial things. You stick to the script. You the big cousin, not to call about foolishness. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It's just a lot of things don't move me like it may move other people. And as a content creator, I just don't jump on every subject, every little thing. I prefer to help give you my thoughts or answers, facts or opinions when you guys ask me. I care more about that than I care about what's trending on the news or other social medias. It takes a lot of energy to get up in the morning, go review stuff, and make content. I'm not trying to spend 8 hours a day for one day. That's a full-time job, which is cool if you have that type of energy. I'm too laid back. I'm too into sports and sleeping. That's what I like to do. Yeah, the video was really suspect. Putin and Russia. Come on, man. I like that response, kid. Thank you, man. Always a pleasure when somebody enjoys a Kim Mac video uh, response or story. Appreciate that. I just got to Vegas. Y'all have a good night. All right, Shalana, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. My man say, I see dude is still in the donut shops and not in the gym. That's quite funny. I haven't seen anything, so I don't know what's going on. But since the initial video with Big Cat, so I don't know what's going on with that. But that's a funny statement you made. We got lives outside of social media, unlike Clubhouse. I got off Clubhouse shit when everybody got hip to it, man. Shanique would turn me on to Clubhouse. Even then, it was questionable to me, but once it became a party line, man, I deleted that shit. I ain't never went back to see none of that shit, man. Did your homie Goob talk about the light years in the sky the other night? Do you mean did I see Goob talk about the light years in the sky the other night? No, I haven't watched Goob in a while. I've been on SAG lately. Any more World on Wheel stories coming? I mean, I could tell a couple if I wanted to. I'm really not moved to do that. Uh, I remember one time Lil Bam had got into it with the Raymonds, and I remember shooting dice in there one night. And shit almost got wild in the bathroom. Uh, I know one thing. There was a security guard, and this security guard, I knew him when I was a kid. He was a friend to my uncle. They grew up together in Windsor Hills. And I went one night and I seen him. I'm like, this nigga's a police. This nigga's LAPD. Dudes is talking to him. They cool with him because they go to World on Wheels every weekend and they see him in there dressed as a security guard or maybe his second job. Maybe he was moonlight. But when I told everybody he was LAPD, they thought I was crazy. Nah, not Rambo. They thought I was crazy. And they like, man, that nigga ain't no police. Woo. And I immediately realized the reason why people didn't want to believe he was a police was because they be talking to him casually about gang business. So they were in denial. And I knew right then, like, man, I don't even want to be around this dude. I don't. Eventually, later on, he turned state against my uncle in a case. They got my uncle fired from the LAPD. So all my suspicions was true. Not that he was LAPD, but that he was gonna sell his people out. He didn't give a damn about nobody. He on the clock to get his paper. I could talk about that, but I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into the personal attacks or bring up some old stuff involving my uncle, man, because psychologically, he still seems affected by that. His best friend turning on him. You know what I mean? You ever have any hop offs in your Impala? No, 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 no. Yeah, the party line was funny back in the day when you was a little kid, right? You bump you a dude or a female, and you know what I'm saying? Match made in heaven. Y'all hook up. Y'all do your thing, right? But it was just a lot of gossip, and it was even hatred back then. What you say, Kev? That nigga LAPD? Yeah, they was like, nah, no, he ain't. No, he ain't. They didn't even know him by his real name. They called him something different. I'm like, man, whatever. You ever went to Reseda Rink? I don't recall going to Reseda Rink, to be honest. I think I went once. I have absolute no memory of that. I remember something jumped off. There was a fight or we got into it with somebody and we drove back to the hood. It's about all I remember. I honestly I have no recollection of hanging out at Reseda Rink or homie skating and none of that. Somebody will have to refresh my memory. I definitely wasn't at Reseda in '87 when the Grapes and Sixties got into it. I wasn't there. Revenge, sweetest thing next to getting money. Damn, always catching you on my last break of work, but I'm here for the next 10 minutes. I mean, the lives ain't nothing special, man. Every now and then we have somebody come in or some good info or something. Or a good response. Usually my responses come at the end of videos, and I'll be like, all right, y'all have a good night. I loved it. Me and my best friend was dying at the people in there. It was clowning. He said some of the clowning was funny. But even some of the clowning was bullshit because people didn't know each other. So some of the clowning was just some bullshit. But yeah, it was some good roasting on there. Females was good at roasting dudes that try to holler at them. Them was some funny days. So you didn't know if they was true or not. Trendy Pink, oh my G, I see you, baby boo. Oh, Miss 702, eyes lit up once again. Another female. Oh, right. Revenge is the sweetest thing next to getting money. Okay, I get that now. Any Thunderdome stories? Uh, Not really. We got a videotape of one of a couple of Thunderdomes, different years, different places. I had told a story on here about one of the homies. I don't think I said their names, but I told a story about a homie that had breached security, and the older homies got on him. Uh, I don't think I would tell that into detail today. Not that I did when I told it on here, but I mean, in today's times, I wouldn't do that. I never heard tell any stories at the Bridge Mall in Culver City. I don't have no stories at the Bridge Mall in Culver City. I mean, there's so many stories that can be told, so there's gonna be a lot that haven't been told. I mean, shit, been alive a long time, right? Kel, what essay you know with the best squabbles? I don't know, dog. Only essay I seen with some hell of a squabbles was that dude that I didn't squabble in Tehachapi, man. When we got into it over the phone, man. He had squabbles. You got a story of the best put to sleep you ever seen and was not a 60 during the fight. Hey, you know the greatest part about your question was not a 60. Because it was a 60 laid out and he woke up and he didn't know he had already got knocked out. But I think I'll go with the one where Big Rick knocked the dude out in the penitentiary. Dude that was woofing. Good for the Dodgers. What are the Dodgers? 6 wins and 2 losses nowadays. They on point, man. They on point. They gotta stay winning three and losing one. 3 out of 4 ain't bad, man. 3 out of 4 is really good for baseball. Slip Rock was a knockoff artist, I heard. Yeah, I heard a lot about Slip Rock. He was real humble when it came to fight. Otani is doing bad, man. I was hoping that gambling thing wouldn't be a distraction to him and the team, but apparently it's a distraction to him. Uh, Ain't no telling what's going on in his mind. Next, we gonna find out he was doing steroids. And he came to the Dodgers and he quit doing steroids. Who knows, man? But I know one thing about baseball. Like how Mookie Betts is hot. Mookie's killing it right now. Mookie's hitting these home runs. He's ready to set records. Players get hot. So hopefully, and what I'm saying to you is there may, I'm not saying there will be, let's make that clear, but there may be a time where Otani heats up and it gets real hot and goes on a tear like Mookie Betts. That's how baseball get out. I mentioned probably a day before the season started that some players are hot in April. Some players don't get hot until after April. It's all about timing and catching up to the pitchers and the hitters and really knowing what your teammates can do. And baseball will change on your ass from month to month. Wasn't Big Cat fighting some Samoan in 4,800 a legendary fight? I want Big Cat to talk about that or Muggs or somebody from Compton to talk about that. It'd be good if Big Cat talk about it though. Big Cat can give his side of the story and specifics. What up, Iced Out? Mac from the San Gabriel Valley city of El Monte. What's up? What's up? I got an El Monte story. That's by Rosemead. Am I correct? Yeah, that was El Monte Flores. Some EMFs caught me slipping one day, hit me up and shit. It came out with the burners and shit. No, we not talking sports really, but it caught me slipping, right? And at the time, I didn't care because I was on this broad's head. And I felt that them dudes was hostile. Them dudes was tripping. But later on, after I really thought about it, I realized I used to do the same shit. Like, you're not finna be a stranger and you come park in front of my spot. Because people got things going on at their spot sometime, or people lay their head there and they have to be protective of what they got going on. So I understood it. And, I'm speaking in tongues right now. I'm trying not to be specific, just in case I tell the story, right? What's crazy is Otani home run odds been terrible. Mookie home run was plus 525 today. Otani was plus 220, 295. Books a trip. I feel you. But you got to realize this. I think they're tripping on Mookie, not so much Otani. If that makes sense to you. Because Otani's overdue. It's time he hit one. If the Dodgers are 6-2, that's 8 games. Otani should have already hit two, going on 3 home runs next game. Denver in the building with love and on purpose. All right, GG, CJ, Gear Gang Crip J. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is Jamal Burns still around? Jamal Burns. Jamel Barnes or Jamal Mashburn? I don't know which one you're talking about, the basketball player or the Crip. They be setting their ways trying not to act my age yet. I don't give a damn. I'm acting my age. Shit. Any stories about any garden? Any garden? Any garden? Rose Garden? Denver is just like Compton. The Crip. The Crip? Of course he's still around, man. Google him. He got a YouTube channel and an Instagram channel about Gardena Crips. Nah, nah. I might could tell a story about this girl I was messing with was at Gardena at Ramona's, and she seen a dude with an S hat. She was like, "Man, it's a dude up here trying to holler at me. Got an S hat on." I told him I fuck with Mac. I'm like, what? I'm like, that nigga from Shotgun. You talking to that nigga? She like, he trying to holler at me. He got an S hat on. I say, he from Shotgun. So one way or another, he tell her he from 60s. I'm like, who? Put that nigga on the phone. It was my homeboy, Baby Chaos. Baby Chaos is a damn fool, man. So could probably have made that into a story. Maybe. Miss 702, good looking out. Appreciate you for all the ladies at KMB. I appreciate you. That's sweet of you. Thank you. I appreciate your support. No, I haven't been doing no music with dude from Denver. I would have liked to. I would have liked to put out a couple more CDs. I just lose interest, man, when dudes become free agents, dudes start floating around for the publicity and doing things for other people, especially when they start looking at all of us the same, all the different YouTubers the same. I kind of lose interest, man, because I don't want to smut no other dudes. I don't want to up myself or belittle others. And then I don't, it's like dudes know you come on here, you're gonna hear Fitzgerald. Dudes know when I play music, you're gonna hear King Real. But the moment you start to hear King Real other places, I just don't feel the same. It takes away the mystique. It takes away the originality to me. Do you remember that swap meet? It's swap, not sweep, in Gardena. Yeah, I remember. I absolutely remember. Salute Raleigh, North Carolina in the building. Right, that's what's up. Candace, good looking out, Candace. Appreciate you, appreciate you. Zuzus and wham whams, for sure, for sure. The surplus on Western, what about it? Man, I remember going to the surplus, man, when I was young, before I was from the set, you know. We used to go up there all the time, man. Matter of fact, back then, all the Crips basically had still all got along, man. And they had everything you wanted. They had the whole Crip attire, dog. The whole Crip attire. Uptown all day, no love. I feel you, Holmes. Got to be exclusive. Absolutely. I mean, I prefer it to be that way, especially during times where everybody's copying somebody else. Everybody using either somebody else's content, somebody else's story, and stuff like that, man. I try to be a little bit original, right? KP Video News, what up, homeboy? What about the Vermont swap meet before the Slauson? I remember one time me and Lil Looney went down there and we met these bras from a rival set. And they got in the Jeep with us. They got in the Jeep. So that was like 88, like 1988. And we brought them back to it could have been 89. And we brought them back to the hood. And, when shit didn't jump off the way we wanted to jump off, I told Lil Looney, like, look, homie, I ain't taking them girls back to their hood. Ain't no way. They got in the car with us and came to our hood. So I ended up leaving them stranded. I back then, man, that's how I got down, man. A broad wasn't acting right. She was gonna have to find her own way home. And you remember back then, if girls was our age or like slightly under us, they didn't have no money. Girls didn't have money back then. I got a story, but I can't really tell this story. But I got a story about one of my close homies. We went to a motel and he had it his way. The girl for me didn't give it to me my way. And I was like, how much money you got? She like, I ain't got nothing. You ain't got no money for a soda? She like, no. That's all I need to hear. I left everybody. I left Roscoe and the two girls. Roscoe called me, what's up, kid? Like, nigga, I didn't have a good time. So you find your best way home, you can figure it out. He laughed. He was like, fool, come get me. I'm like, man, I ain't picking them girls up. He like, fool, come get me. I get in the car. They not getting in the car. So I go pick him up. You know what I mean? And did I just slip and say his name? I think I just slipped and said his name, right? But anyway, so yeah, I picked the homie up. I didn't pick the bras up though, man. Nah. All right. How was them drives from LA to Vegas when you was gambling heavy, Kev? You pulled over a lot for speeding or you was steady dipping all the time? I got pulled over one time. I mean, I may have got pulled over a couple of times. It was never to where my license was in jeopardy. It was never to the point where I had to worry about my license at work. So no, I didn't get a lot of tickets, no. But the one that stands out to me, I think I told this story before. Me, my father, and my brother, we were coming back from we were coming back from Las Vegas, and I was speeding, and there was a highway patrol hiding behind a freeway overpass, and there was a car. I guess the car got wind that the police was up there. The car slowed down, so I came to a real sharp slowdown. So I swerved to the left, swerve back right, and the police see that. So the police hit the sirens on. Police pull us over. Police is capping. He's telling me, you got some serious problems. You got a federal warrant. I could take you to jail, but I'm gonna let the feds handle this. And, you slow down. I'm like, man, look, if the feds is looking for me, take me to jail. I'm woofing. I'm a young, hard-headed woofing. Don't believe shit. And he tells me, I can write you this ticket for reckless driving, speeding. Well, write it, man. Write it, fool. He said, no, you got bigger problems. My father asked me why was I talking shit. That ain't how you supposed to do it. You supposed to just pay attention, get your ticket, and go on. And he's giving you a pass. Ah, man, all right, pops, whatever. We go on. My brother had ended up going to prison. Him and Roscoe ended up going to prison separately. And then when they kick in my door in 95, I was like, oh shit. Because I had just got out too, anyway, from the county jail. So I'm like, oh shit, this is what that highway patrol was talking about. In their system, he knew the feds was watching me. He knew the feds was going to be looking for me or was already looking for me. I didn't believe this shit, but he was telling the truth. Today, the last day Tropicana Casino going to be open. Is that casino you frequent? No, no, no. I've been to Tropicana many a times over the years, but no, I don't frequent that. No disrespect, ladies, but that's when we all said, oh, this nigga got the Ice Cube line. Who was the first lady in your generation? I'm not going to say who was the first in my generation. I could tell you the first that I recall, which was Yo Yo, the homegirl Yo Yo. Like, she was out there. Father was a preacher. The preacher's daughter was like the worst. Yo Yo was with the business early on. I would say, I would say, TikTok was in my age bracket. TikTok was crip the fuck down. TikTok was straight crippin'. The dress style, nigga, the language, TikTok with them long, pretty legs. Yeah. Today, the last day, okay, I'm gonna miss the Trop. KP, you don't even go near the strip, fool. You ain't gonna miss nothing. My big cousin took Yo Yo to the prom in Washington, but I ain't talking about Yo Yo in Washington. I'm talking about Yo Yo from the set. She's still around today, her and her older brother. Older brother's a pastor as well. Yeah, KP, I had some good times in the Trop. I wonder if I got any old Trop stories since they knocking it down right now. I don't think I got no Tropicana tickets. I don't have no good times at the Trop. KP, you a Hooters casino guy? No, 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 no. Yeah, KP probably is. You right. KP probably is. Warnings before construction. I almost said destruction, but I learned from it. Definitely can't play with my yo-yo. That Purple Rain show was good. KP, how's them Hooter girls though, man? Come on, man. Yo-Yo got peoples in Texas, the Whitakers. Was Papa LQ was the first homie that was rapping? First homie with a record deal. Okay, which casino has comped you the most? LVH, Las Vegas Hilton, the Las Vegas Hilton. Uh, Maybe the Stardust back in the days. I don't too much deal with the comps though. I mean, shit. I got a place, you know what I mean? And now, like, basically for the last, let me say, 19 years, Casino, nah, not necessarily 19, but close to it. Casinos have changed. They changed the way everything operate. Back in the day, if you gamble, you get your comps from the sports book. They was good like any other casino comp, but they changed that. Now you got sports books that are not owned by the casino owners, so it's a separate entity. So in most casinos, what you do in the sports book has no bearing on the casino. But then you have some sports books that still give you a casino host and still like your business and can hook you up. I want to say maybe the MGM sports book is still with MGM properties, but not all casinos are like that. So the casinos that I was dealing with, I could spend crazy amounts of money and it just stacks up over the course of a year. I couldn't redeem that from the actual casino. But back at the LVH days, I had my own casino host, but I still had comps because I used to gamble. I used to shoot dice, so I still had casino comps as well. So why you say you might not be able to play movies on here because of YouTube might say so? Yeah, because of the monetization. And then I'll be spending what an hour to 2 hours watching a movie on here. It's not going to be worth nothing to me, and I might get the channel. The channel might get a strike. So I don't know that it's worth risking my channel to share a DVD with you guys, and then I just be completely shut down. That has never happened to me, and I don't want that to happen to me. I've been pretty good with the YouTube guidelines. I'm in good standing. I don't want to risk years of putting up videos and paying my rent to watch a video with y'all. Circus was the worst place. I remember I used to always go to Circus. Circus. I would take my kid. You know, when I was a kid, we would go there. My friends, when their parents went to Vegas, they would go to Circus. So it became traditional. I would take my kids to Circus. And of course, when the MGM opened, the new MGM, they had like a little amusement thing going on. So I would take my kids there. Circus, MGM. I went to Circus one day. No disrespect to the Paisa, no disrespect to the immigrants. There was so many Mexicans at Circus and speaking Spanish and just like rude in the walkway, getting your way, bumping until you step on your foot. I was like, never again. Circus was so ran down, man. And this was years ago. I don't know how Circus wasn't closed years ago. But it got bad, man. Like they don't have no new carpet. They don't have no cleaning going on. They don't have no fresh air being put through the ventilator. They don't have no man. The smell, the filth, the eateries are so slow, understaffed. It's pathetic, man. Pathetic. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I feel you, GGC. You know what I'm saying? So you feel me, you understand, you get it, right? I heard that's where they had the nines stay at. No wonder they lost. The nines? Don't say the Niners. You saying the 49ers stayed at Circus? They had shut down the whole food court in Tropicana. Man, they shut down the Rio. Remember the Rio got shut down? The Rio had some stuff that going on in the Rio, dog. Like, nigga, they breathed COVID in the Rio or something, man. People was getting sick, gravely sick at the Rio. I remember my homeboy, little crazy boy, came out here. I guess I fell asleep or turned my phone off. The homie came to where I live and he slept in his car or some shit. He tells me, but I didn't really understand the story because he told me he stayed at the Rio. So I don't know if you did you sleep in your car or did you stay at the Rio. So the homie wanted to stay with me for free, right? I'm like, no problem, homie. Shit, no problem. Go sleep on the couch. You know what I mean? And when he mentioned the Rio, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, nigga. Like, nigga, I don't need to be getting sick from you going to stay at the Rio, dog. You know the Rio was closed down. He like, no, I didn't know that. I'm like, yeah, man, they got some disease going on at the Rio, fool. The Rio buffet was cool. I used to go eat at Ex- Excalibur buffet though. Excalibur. It was kind of plain, but it was, man, you had a large variety. It was easy to deal with, very spacious and clean. So I used to go there. The Stardust buffet was another one we used to go to a lot. They had a really good buffet too. I started my gambling in native casinos. That's right. That's right. Yeah, Centerview. You probably was a little kid when I was up in there at the tables at the Excalibur dog. I got some pictures. They so spread out though. I got pictures at the Excalibur when I first started winning 10 and 20 racks. The Rio needs an upgrade because that was a really good casino back in the day. That was a good casino to stay at, a good casino to gamble at. The Rio was, besides being off the strip, that was a good casino. But they went so far down. Yeah, they need to be upgraded. What's the least you start with and won? I don't know. I got a lot of stories. $25 hitting for major bread, man. I don't know. I'd have to really think that one over. Yeah, it don't make sense that they would be a circus. I don't know where High Chief got that from. Rio used to have the only hip hop club, Crown. All type of celebrities used to pull up. The Caesar's Palace had a dope ass hip hop club. I'm not saying that was before or after the Rio. I forgot the name of it. A lot of celebrities used to go there too. The homie, the homie Floyd, Floyd's entourage and shit would meet up there. It was off the hook. It was off the hook. High class women, cool women looking for a celebrity. Yeah, that's where I stayed at the Excalibur. It was a little older, but I had a great time. See, this is the funny thing about the Excalibur. It looks old anyway. It seems old to a lot of people. It doesn't seem like the state of the art casino. But that's how far I go back to driving to Vegas to gamble. I was there when the Excalibur opened. I was there when the Mirage opened. I was there when Steve Wynn's daughter got kidnapped. Devon Butchie Knox, what up? Oh yeah, Lake Las Vegas is cool. Yeah, that's a little ways out. You're right. I don't know why High Chief would make that up, man. Didn't make sense though, right? Yeah, I remember that spot at Caesars. They wanted to get rid of niggas though, so they switched it. Yeah, I mean, cause you know what happened with niggas, and what was that casino when dude got smoked? That wasn't the Aria, was nah. I don't think it was the Aria. It was one of them new casinos when that happened. They used to have all the hip hop going on. It was on the strip. But anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. I'm uh I'm gonna roll out, go eat some zoozos and wham whams, and get my sleep in, man. Probably play some spades on my phone or something. Watch some news. Right? Did Mayweather Strip Club Girl Collection ever pick up his? Not that I know of. I doubt it because people claimed it was too high, and you know who got all the women in there. So dudes are like, man, I can't get no girl up in there. Right? Yeah, DJ. Absolutely. You got a good memory on me. That's the one. Hey, I'm out of here, man. Thanks for watching. Salute y'all. Peace. Good looking out to OG Steve, Miss 702, and Candace. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.